All right, buckle up, urban enthusiasts. We're about to embark on a wild ride through the dizzying world of AI-powered virtual city simulations. This isn't your grandpa's Sim City. We're talking about a technological revolution that's flipping urban planning on its head and giving our cities a digital makeover that'd make even the most futuristic sci-fi writer's jaw drop. Imagine a bustling metropolis, teeming with life, pulsing with energy, all contained within the Silicon Valleys of a supercomputer. That's the mind-bending reality of virtual city simulations. And they're not just pretty digital dioramas. These bad boys are reshaping our urban landscapes faster than you can say smart city revolution. Let's dive headfirst into this pixel-perfect urban jungle, shall we? Picture city planners wielding godlike powers, reshaping skylines with a flick of the wrist, redirecting traffic flows with a casual mouse click. It's like Minecraft for grown-ups, but instead of blocky castles, you're crafting the future of human habitation. And the best part? No need for a cold Z when things go south. Just hit reset and start over. Take Singapore, for instance. Their virtual Singapore project isn't just a fancy 3D model. It's a crystal ball that's boosted traffic flow by a whopping 25%. That's right, they've turned gridlock into a smooth urban ballet, all thanks to the magic of AI simulation. And energy consumption? It's plummeting faster than a skydiver without a parachute, as planners optimize everything from building placement to green spaces. But hold on to it, your hard hats, because we're just getting started. These virtual cities aren't just for playing sim mayor, they're lifesavers in the most literal sense. When Mother Nature throws a tantrum, these digital twins transform into high-tech crystal balls, predicting the unpredictable and helping cities prepare for nature's worst mood swings. In Japan, they're surfing digital tsunamis to turbocharge evacuation plans, boosting efficiency by 30. It's like having a superhero on standby, ready to swoop in and save the day. Imagine being able to test drive your disaster response plan without, actually having a disaster. It's like a fire drill, but for entire cities. Now, let's talk traffic, that eternal urban nemesis that turns commutes into Kafka-esque nightmares. Well, folks, AI-powered simulations are here to turn that nightmare into a dream cruise. Los Angeles, the poster child for traffic woes, is using these digital wizards to optimize traffic signals. A 12% cut in travel time and a breath of fresh air for the environment. It's like giving Mother Nature a big green hug while simultaneously making your morning commute actually bearable. But here's where it gets really wild. These simulations are the secret sauce in the smart city recipe. They're the testing ground for a smorgasbord of futuristic tech, from IoT devices to autonomous vehicles. Barcelona, that sun-soaked Silicon Valley of Europe, is using these digital playgrounds to revolutionize everything from street lighting to trash collection. They've slashed energy use by 30% and made garbage collection 20% more efficient. Is like turning the entire city into a lean, mean, green machine. And let's not forget the people. After all, cities are more than just buildings and roads. These virtual simulations are throwing open the doors of urban planning, inviting Joe Public to pull up a chair and have his say. In the Big Apple, the NYC planning labs are using these digital sandboxes to get citizens involved in shaping their neighborhoods. A 6% spike in resident satisfaction. It's democracy in action, folks, with a sci-fi twist. Now, let's talk cold, hard cash. The World Economic Forum, those number-crunching wizards, estimate that these AI-powered simulations could slash urban infrastructure costs by a mind-boggling 20%. We're talking billions of dollars, people. And the cherry on top, 18% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions. It's like finding a way to have your urban cake and eat it too, while saving the planet. But hold on to your hats, because the future is looking even wilder. Imagine cities that adapt in real time, like living organisms responding to their environment. We're talking about simulations that sync with sensors embedded in the real world, allowing planners to tweak and tune the urban ecosystem on the fly. It's like giving cities a nervous system, complete with reflexes and a brain. Picture this: a sudden heat wave hits, and the city responds instantly. Green spaces expand, cooling stations pop up, and traffic is rerouted to reduce emissions. Or a major sporting event causes a surge in public transport demand, and the system automatically adjusts, adding extra buses and trains before the crowds even form. It's like having a city that reads your mind and anticipates your needs. And let's not forget about the potential for urban experimentation. Want to test out a radical new transport system? Go ahead, give it a whirl in the virtual world first. Thinking about implementing a controversial zoning change? Let's see how it plays out in the simulation before we start moving real people around. It's like having a crystal ball that lets you peek into the future of your city. But it's not all rainbows and unicorns in this brave new world of virtual urban planning. We've got to tackle the thorny issues of data privacy and security. After all, these simulations are gorging themselves on a buffet of sensitive information. We need to make sure this digital feast doesn't turn into a cybersecurity nightmare. Imagine the chaos if hackers got their hands on the virtual keys to the city. They could potentially disrupt traffic systems, mess with power grids, or even manipulate emergency response plans. It's like giving the bad guys a cheat code to the urban game. Definitely not something we want to see happen. And let's not forget about fairness and inclusivity. We need to make sure these AI-powered simulations don't become a high-tech playground for the privileged few. The challenge is to create virtual cities that reflect the diversity and complexity of their real-world counterparts, giving everyone a voice in shaping the urban future. This means ensuring that the data feeding these simulations comes from a wide range of sources, representing all segments of the population. It means creating interfaces that are accessible to everyone, regardless of their tech savviness or socioeconomic status. And it means being vigilant about potential biases in the AI algorithms themselves to ensure they're not inadvertently perpetuating existing inequality. But the potential benefits far outweigh these challenges. Just think about the possibilities for education and training. Urban planners of the future could cut their teeth on virtual cities, experimenting and learning without the risk of real-world consequences. Emergency responders could drill for every conceivable disaster scenario, honing their skills in a risk-free digital environment. And it's not just professionals who stand to benefit. Imagine school kids taking virtual field trips through the cities of tomorrow, or community groups using these simulations to visualize and advocate for local improvements. It's like democratizing urban planning, putting the power to shape our cities into the hands of the people who live in them. The economic implications are staggering too. Beyond the direct savings in infrastructure costs, think about the potential for new industries and job creation. We're talking about a whole ecosystem of virtual city designers, data analysts, AI specialists, and more. It's like the gold rush of the digital age, with urban data as the new precious resource. And let's not forget the environmental impact. By optimizing everything from energy use to waste management, these simulations could play a crucial role in making our cities more sustainable. We're talking about reduced emissions, better resource management, and smarter use of space. It's like giving our cities an eco-friendly makeover, powered by AI, as we hurtle towards an increasingly urbanized future with megacities springing up faster than you can say population explosion. These virtual city simulations could be our secret weapon. They're our crystal ball, our testing ground, our urban laboratory all rolled into one. They're the key to creating cities that are not just bigger, but smarter, more efficient, and more livable. So there you have it, folks. A whirlwind tour through the mind-bending world of AI-powered virtual city simulations. We're standing on the brink of an urban revolution, where the lines between the digital and physical are blurring faster than a speeding subway train. The cities of tomorrow are being born today, in the silicon wombs of supercomputers, nurtured by the incredible power of artificial intelligence. Are you ready to step into this brave new urban world? Can you imagine the possibilities that lie ahead? The future of our cities is being written in code, and it's a story more exciting than any sci-fi novel. So keep your eyes peeled, your mind open, and your imagination fired up, because the urban adventure of a lifetime is just beginning. And remember, in this new world of virtual cities and AI simulations, the only limit is our imagination. So dream big, think wild, and get ready to reshape the urban landscape in ways we've never seen before. The future is here, it's virtual, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. Welcome to the city of tomorrow. Are you ready to play?